As coronavirus lockdowns lift across the world, carriers and airports desperate for passengers are finally opening up airways. Safety protocols are being rolled out, with fewer flights, more layovers and hygiene rules in place. Here's a report on the new normal of air travel.
Temperature checks, thermal scanners, half-empty aircraft, hand sanitizers, masked passengers and crew. This is the new age of air travel across the globe. As coronavirus worries ease in China, passengers are ready for takeoff. Some are confident, while some are not.
Yes, that's how I feel now. I more or less don't feel that worried.
Asymptomatic cases, that's the main thing which worries.
Many air carriers like Air France are boarding passengers seated at the back of the aircraft first to limit traffic jams in the aisle. Some are removing in-flight magazines, scrapping meal services on shorter routes and parking the duty-free cart. For many, like Korean Air, there is a company requirement for some seats in the middle of the plane to remain unoccupied.
Starting from the 9th of March, which is when COVID-19 emerged, we have allocated seats based on the number of reservations in order to maintain distance between passengers who are on board.
Yet, Australia's Qantas is set to ramp up domestic flights without social distancing. The air carrier finds it an impractical measure.
Now, social distancing on an aircraft isn't practical. To give you some of the numbers, I mean, IATA have come out and said if we take the middle seat now, airfares will probably go up by around 50%. They're not recommending it. The European Union isn't. That means airfares are going to be 8 to 9 times more than they are today.
While aircraft in Malaysia and Indonesia need to be half empty, for airlines in the United States and Europe, the rule is not mandatory. Carriers like Lufthansa have made it mandatory to wear a mask on board. Its first flight from Germany touched down in Greece. Instructions by the civil authority officials followed soon after disembarking.
Those of you who are negative, and I hope you all are, you will continue to be quarantined at the place of residence you have declared. Pay attention. We do not go out during the quarantine. We don't move around. They will look for you. There is a €5,000 fine along with criminal consequences.
Exiting passengers are being accommodated in a hotel until the results of their coronavirus tests arrive.
I will quarantine in Zakynthos, yes. But maybe I have to wait now several hours until I know the result, and then I want to travel as fast as I can there, yeah.
In India, aviation operations could resume soon, though only after a nod from the state governments. Nonetheless, the Airport Authority of India has already issued mandatory guidelines for passengers. Downloading of Arogya Setu app, wearing a mask, maintaining social distancing of at least 4 feet, web check-in, carrying printout of boarding pass, and frequent hand sanitization are some of them. While India has taken a more cautious approach, Pakistan has already resumed domestic operations in 5 cities with 60% capacity. Pakistan's total number of flights has dropped from 369 to just 68 due to the COVID-19 crisis. With most countries resuming domestic operations, international travel will be some of the last to recover. For American airlines like Delta, wide-bodied planes like Boeing 777 that flew long-haul international routes are now being parked in droves. However, with safety protocols now in place, here's hoping the coronavirus-ravaged aviation sector eventually takes off. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.